This is the news on You Call That Radio, and we have good news for a change. It started with a few social media posts teasing the return. People were getting excited, but we're also kind of thinking this is going to be a remastered anniversary release for Record Store Day. But then some superfan detectives started noticing that the band had started a new project on Company House. And then the announcement we've been waiting for 21 years. The best band in the world ever, the Beta Band, are back. They would be touring the UK and North America. The UK dates instantly sold out, so extra dates were added, bigger venues, upgrades, but it's still instantly sold out again. I managed to get my tickets. I hope you did too. And I'm delighted that not only are we going to see the best band in the world again, but we're going to see them play the best album of all time in the best venue of all time. Yes, the Beta Band play the 3 EPs in the Glasgow Barrow and Ballroom. And potentially a few more classics from their other releases, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I was there at the last ever gig, which was at the Barras, funnily enough, and in the 20 years that have passed, I've just never stopped listening to their music. I don't think Scotland's produced a better band since. I don't think the world has produced a better band since. This is my favourite band, and it didn't seem like they were ever getting back together. So they're back. Obviously, we congratulate them on selling out. We hope the tour goes well, and maybe they will decide to bless us with some new material. That'd be incredible. But in the meantime, just to see these songs live again is a dream come true for me and thousands of other people. For anyone who doesn't know the Beta Band, maybe you were too old, maybe you were too young, I don't know, but their sound is so unique that it's hard to even describe it. It's a fusion of many different genres, and you never really know what's going to happen next. It could be something heartfelt and beautiful. It could switch to something funky, distorted, experimental, or even silly at times. And if you haven't, go and check them out. Do yourself a favour. The 3 EPs is the best place to start, but you also need to check out the later stuff, like the Hot Shots 2 and Heroes to Zeros album. It's, they made a bit of, the NME loved them, the Melody Maker loved them, all the music newspapers loved them, and they came out and said that they didn't like an album or whatever, but the albums are good, the later stuff. And hopefully they've reevaluated that, or I don't know if they were just doing it for publicity at the time. But go and listen to the 3 EPs, Hot Shots 2 and Heroes to Zeros, and Into You Alone, the last single that they ever released as well. All beautiful, beautiful music. You'll find something special in all of the records. And obviously, from the Beta Band, there was a few other projects born. You had the Aliens, King Biscuit Time, Lone Pigeon, Black Affair, and of course about 5 solo albums from Steve Mason himself. The highlight of which for me is actually the most recent one, called Brothers and Sisters. Incredible album. I think that was 2023 probably. Beautiful album. And just they all just strike me as true artists who make music for the love of it. And the idea of a reunion never seemed to be on the cards at any point. It was quite a firm, it's never going to happen. When I interviewed Steve Mason on You Call That Radio before, and it just felt like this was never ever going to happen. So, and it's 20 years later, it's exciting. Also, shout outs to Steve Mason as for being one of the only people who actually tried to help my band. My band Gyro Babies was invited to support Steve Mason's band at the Liquid Rooms in Edinburgh, and that's still a career highlight for me. It means a lot when someone you respect actually takes notice of your work. So shouts to Steve for that. And I think what set the Beta Band apart was the visual aspect, not just the music, but the artwork, the music videos, some of which were quite low budget. If you check out the Beta Band DVD if you can, I don't know if it's online, but the DVD had some live stuff, some short films, featuring Old Jock Radio as well, and I think they had a music video for everything on it at the time, and it just blew me away, the creativity involved in the visuals. So it just sort of created their own world, and it felt amazing to be part of it. In a very strange era, it was the post-Britpop era, and obviously I love a lot of bands from that time. It got me into a lot of guitar bands and stuff like that. But after the success of your Blurs and your Oasis, there was just loads of bands copying that sound, and a lot of it's aged really badly. And the Beta Band were just different from everything else that was out there. And they were critically acclaimed, never a massive chart success, but for a true music fan of that era, they were one of the best kept secrets. And if you knew someone, or you know someone that likes the Beta Band, the chances are they know their onions and they know their music. I'm buzzing, man. Just imagining what the bars is going to be like when Dry the Rain starts. It's going to be incredible. I did actually see Dry the Rain perform live in London a few years ago with Steve Mason's and his band, and it was a euphoric atmosphere, and it's going to be euphoric from start to finish. Every single song on the 3 EPs and whatever, they'll probably maybe do a few others for their encore. Every single song is a classic to me, and I think it's going to be a memorable gig. So yeah, that's just that was the point of today's news, is that the Beta Band are back. They've sold out their UK tour. If you haven't heard the Beta Band before, go and check them out. I'm buzzing for them. I'm buzzing for everybody that I know that's got tickets. I'm delighted that I managed to get tickets. And let me know if you get your tickets. And feel free to agree or disagree that the Beta Band is the best band in the world. And I'll hopefully see you all there at the bars down the front in September. This is the news. Like and subscribe. Bye.